Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're going to be taking a look at one of Australia's most prestigious institutions.
The University of Sydney.
You got it. We've been going through job postings and career pages from USYD and academicjobs.com. And
It's incredible.
yeah, and I think our listeners will be surprised to discover
Yeah,
just how diverse the career paths are at USYD.
absolutely.
It's not just for academics.
Not all.
I've got roles in
Everything.
right?
Finance to museum studies,
Yeah,
research to student support.
cutting-edge research.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's a microcosm
It really is.
of the professional world, all happening
All on this beautiful campus.
on a beautiful campus. Okay, let's unpack this.
Okay.
First off, USYD is consistently ranked among the top universities in the world,
Oh, yeah.
with a history spanning over 160 years.
That's a legacy.
That's a legacy.
And you know what's fascinating is how that legacy translates into a tangible energy on campus.
Yeah.
USYD attracts world-renowned researchers and thinkers.
Absolutely.
Creating this incredibly dynamic intellectual environment.
And they've got the facilities to match that ambition.
Oh, for sure.
The job postings mention state-of-the-art labs and libraries,
Oh, yeah.
not to mention some truly unique resources.
Right.
Museums and research stations.
Yeah, imagine working in a place where you could access a rare book collection one day
Wow.
and be out on a marine research vessel the next.
That's amazing.
That's the kind of variety that USYD offers.
That's so cool. And it's not just about attracting top talent.
Right.
It's about creating a culture where everyone
Exactly.
feels welcome and empowered.
Feels welcome and supported.
USYD is deeply committed to diversity and inclusion.
Yes. And they're not just paying lip service to it. They have specific programs and initiatives designed to support underrepresented groups.
Yeah.
Like they're targeted career programs for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people.
For those unfamiliar, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people are the indigenous peoples of Australia. And USYD is making a real effort to create pathways for them within the university.
Yeah, they also have dedicated initiatives for people with disabilities.
That's great.
Ensuring that everyone has the opportunity to thrive in this environment.
Okay, so we've got world-class reputation,
Yep.
cutting-edge resources, and a real commitment to inclusivity.
It's impressive.
But what about the day-to-day experience of working at USYD?
Yeah, what's it actually like?
What kind of perks and benefits can employees expect?
Well, one thing that stood out to me is the emphasis on professional development. USYD invests heavily in its employees' growth with programs like the Emerging Leaders Fellowship
Wow.
that provides mentorship and training for high-potential staff.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah.
It shows they're not just looking for employees to fill a role.
Right.
They're looking for people to invest in and grow with the institution.
Exactly, and let's not forget about work-life balance.
Oh, yeah, that's huge these days.
Flexible work arrangements are pretty standard at USYD, which is fantastic for people who value that autonomy and control over their schedules.
Definitely a big plus in today's world.
Huge.
And here's a perk that really speaks to the learner in all of us.
Oh, yeah. Tell me.
Discounted graduate courses.
Yes. Imagine working at a top university and having the opportunity to further your own education at a reduced cost.
Wow.
It's a fantastic way to stay intellectually engaged and keep learning throughout your career.
Now let's dive into the heart of the matter. Career paths.
Okay.
We know that USYD offers a wide range,
Huge range.
but can you give us some concrete examples from the job postings?
Absolutely. On the academic side, we saw a lot of postings for research positions in fields like
Oh, cool.
quantum computing and sustainable engineering,
Wow.
which seem to be real areas of focus for USYD.
It's interesting how those areas reflect broader societal trends.
Yeah,
Quantum computing is on the cutting edge of technology,
it is.
and sustainable engineering is essential for addressing climate change.
Right.
USYD is clearly at the forefront of these important fields.
They are. And for those who might not be pursuing an academic career,
Right.
there's still a vast array of options.
Like what?
We saw postings for everything from finance officers to marketing specialists,
Uh-huh.
IT professionals to museum curators.
One posting that caught my eye was for a digital humanities specialist in the library.
Oh, that's cool.
It sounds like a fascinating blend of technology and the humanities.
Yeah.
Perfect for someone who thrives at that intersection.
I also noticed several postings for roles that focused on student support and well-being,
Oh, that's nice.
which is fantastic to see.
Yeah.
It shows that USYD cares about the whole person,
Yeah.
not just their academic achievements.
Yeah, it seems that USYD understands that a thriving academic community requires support
Absolutely.
beyond just the classroom.
And here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
A lot of these postings, even those outside academia, emphasize things like collaboration,
Yeah.
creativity, and critical thinking.
Yes, it speaks to a culture that values.
Yeah. Intellectual curiosity and problem solving, no matter what your specific role is.
Imagine working in an environment where you're constantly surrounded by
Right.
people who are passionate about learning and pushing boundaries.
Absolutely.
That's got to be inspiring.
It's not just about working at a university. It's about being part of this vibrant community
Right.
that's engaged with big ideas and making a real impact on the world.
Speaking of impact,
Yeah.
we did see some postings that specifically mentioned opportunities
Yeah.
for community engagement and outreach.
That's right.
Yeah.
For example, there was a posting for a role in the Faculty of Engineering that involved working with local communities on sustainable development projects.
So you could be applying your skills and knowledge to make a tangible difference in the lives of real people.
Exactly. And that brings us back to something we touched on earlier.
Okay.
The diversity of career paths at USYD.
I think a lot of people have this image of universities as being very siloed with limited opportunities
Right.
outside of academia, but USYD seems to defy that stereotype.
Absolutely. The job postings paint a picture of a multifaceted institution where skills and experience from various sectors are valued and utilized.
So if you have a background in finance, marketing, or even the arts,
Right.
there's a good chance you can find a role at USYD
Yeah.
where you can contribute your unique perspective.
And speaking of finding roles, how can our listener, who might now be seriously intrigued by USYD, actually go about exploring these opportunities?
Well, the most comprehensive resource is USYD's official careers website.
Okay.
They have a fantastic search function that lets you filter by department, job type, even keywords related to your specific interests.
That's helpful.
And for those who are particularly interested in academic and research-focused roles,
Yeah.
academicjobs.com has a curated selection of USYD postings.
It's a great way to see what kind of research is happening at the university and get a sense of the cutting-edge work they're involved in.
So we've got this vibrant intellectual environment, incredible resources, a commitment to diversity and inclusion, and a surprisingly wide range of career paths.
It's really impressive.
But it's also worth considering some of the potential challenges of working at a large institution like USYD.
Okay.
Some might argue that it could be bureaucratic or slow-moving. Did you get a sense of that from the job postings?
It's an interesting question.
Yeah.
While some postings did mention the importance of following established procedures, many also emphasized agile methodologies and cross-departmental collaboration.
That suggests that USYD is aware of the need to be nimble and responsive, even within a large organizational structure.
I think so. Several postings also mentioned a focus on innovation and digital transformation.
Oh, interesting.
Which indicates a willingness to embrace new ways of working.
So it seems like USYD is driving to strike a balance between maintaining its institutional legacy and adapting to the ever-changing demands of the 21st century.
Exactly. And that's something to consider for anyone thinking about a career at USYD. Are you comfortable navigating a large institution with its inherent complexities?
It's a valid point. Some people thrive in that kind of environment, while others might prefer a smaller, more agile organization.
It's about finding the right fit for your personality and work style.
For sure.
But one thing is clear.
What's that?
USYD offers an incredible opportunity to be part of something truly special.
Absolutely. A place where knowledge is created, shared, and applied to solve real-world problems.
And where individuals from all backgrounds and disciplines can come together to make a meaningful contribution.
Okay, so let's shift gears a bit and talk about the application process.
Okay.
What advice would you give to someone who's ready to take the plunge and apply for a job at USYD?
Well, the first step is to thoroughly research the specific role and department you're interested in.
Okay.
The job postings on both the USYD careers website and academicjobs.com provide a wealth of information.
You want to understand the responsibilities, required qualifications, and even the team you'd be working with.
Then it's all about tailoring your application materials to demonstrate how your skills and experience align with the specific requirements of the role.
And this is where your cover letter becomes crucial.
Oh, yeah.
It's your chance to show your personality, highlight your relevant accomplishments, and explain
For sure.
why you're passionate about working at USYD.
Remember, you're not just applying for a job. You're applying to be part of this vibrant community of scholars, researchers, and professionals.
So let that enthusiasm and genuine interest shine through in your application materials.
And don't be afraid to reach out to people working at USYD to learn more about their experiences.
Oh, that's a great tip.
Networking and informational interviews can be incredibly valuable.
It's always a good idea to get a first-hand perspective.
Absolutely.
Now, as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of working at the University of Sydney,
Okay.
what key takeaways would you like to leave our listener with?
Well, I think the most important takeaway is that USYD offers a wealth of opportunities, not just for academics, but for anyone who values intellectual curiosity, collaboration, and making a real impact.
It's a place where you can constantly learn and grow, surrounded by some of the brightest minds in the world.
And let's not forget those fantastic perks, flexible work arrangements,
Oh, yeah?
professional development support, and of course, those discounted graduate courses.
So if you're looking for a career that's both challenging and rewarding, a place where you can be part of something truly special,
Right.
USYD might just be the perfect fit.
And remember, you can explore all the amazing opportunities available at USYD on academicjobs.com.
We've covered a lot of ground today, from the university's global reputation to the specifics of the application process.
Yeah.
But perhaps the most important question is, what resonates with you about working at the University of Sydney?
Yeah, think about your own values
Yeah.
or career goals and what kind of environment you thrive in.
Yeah.
Does USYD align with your vision?
It's all about finding that sweet spot where your passions and USYD's opportunities intersect.
And remember, the best way to truly understand if USYD is the right fit for you is to explore further.
Right.
Dive into their website, browse those job postings on academicjobs.com,
Yeah.
and maybe even reach out to people working in areas that pique your interest.
You never know, a simple conversation could spark a whole new direction in your career journey.
And who knows, maybe 5 years from now, you'll be leading a research team,
Wow.
teaching a class of bright young minds, or managing a department that's making a real difference in the world,
Yeah.
all at USYD.
Well, there you have it, folks. Our deep dive into the world of working at the University of Sydney.
I hope you enjoyed it.
We've explored the prestigious reputation, the vibrant community, the incredible resources, and the surprisingly diverse range of career paths.
And so many opportunities.
And most importantly, we've encouraged you to think critically about whether USYD aligns with your own career aspirations.
I think that's key.
So if you're ready to take the next step, remember that USYD jobs can be found on academicjobs.com. Go ahead, explore the possibilities and see where your curiosity leads you.
You got this.
You might just find your dream job waiting for you at the University of Sydney.
Until next time, keep those minds curious and those ambitions soaring.
We'll see you on our next deep dive.